Hi everybody. I decided I'm gotta practice making videos to put on social media. So what I'm doing today is I have laid out a good idea of what it is I carry on my bike. Now it's not everything because there's little doodads and bebops and stuff. And what we're also gonna do is ignore this area because it's kind of the equivalent of my nightstand at night. So um so I like to always have two pairs of shoes, a pair of what I like to call camp shoes, and of course, work boots. So that's what I carry. I'd like to try to get things that will hook in some way to one of my back panniers. I'm not sure about these. Both of these shoes are new this year, so I'm not sure how I'm going to do it. And I did find the boots are hurting my knees. I might need a different pair. Um, Here's my current tent, which I plan to trade in at REI as soon as I can. Orange is my favorite color, but I can't stealth camp in an orange tent, and it's a long story how I ended up with having an orange one last year. So I'm going to need to trade this in for a green one. I'm currently using from the REI Co-op the Trailmade 2. I find the stakes to be overly heavy, so I just get rid of two of them and don't travel with two of them. I always bring a yoga mat, cheap yoga mat, to put underneath my air mattress in the tent to prevent little things poking up in holes and things like that. And speaking of air mattress, this is the one that I just got, so I can't tell you much about it yet. How it's much good. I'm getting over the flu that has caused body aches and back spasms, so I really am not sure how I'm sleeping on it yet. My sleeping bag is a Leaf Zero, and fortunately for me, I can fit a child size. I'm only 5'2", and so it was cheaper to buy the child size. This is world's greatest pillow, in my opinion. It's made by Pillow Cube, and I got a child's so that I could travel with it and not have a big adult size. And I put this in two plastic bags, and I am able to roll it up and tie it with a bungee cord, and it packs down smaller than you'd think. I do like this one because this is for laying on my side, open the shark's mouth, and it's good for laying on my back. All right. What's next? I would never, ever go anywhere without this guy. I believe I'm probably in love with my water bottle. And that makes sense. I do a lot of pedaling and miles. I also bring my backpack with me, my little tiny travel backpack, because for being somewhere visiting and whatnot, this is a nice little day bag to have. I will show you the two knives I keep with me. Ooh wee, this is a nice one. This is a razor blade knife that my dad gave me, nice and lightweight. And this is a knife my daughter gave me. I mean, how you go camping without a knife? Beyond me. This is the, let me get a good view here, the front pannier of my bike. Pannier is another word for saddlebags. I don't have everything in here that I would normally carry, but what I always definitely have is pepper spray for vicious dogs on back roads that I almost never have to use when I use this air horn. And the air horn is broken and it makes an ungodly noise and chases them away wonderfully. And of course, I can't travel without a rubber chicken that my dad gave me. That would be ridiculous. Inside, the staples I always have in here: coffee, baby wipes, and mosquito spray. This pouch up here I use for a peanut butter jar because peanut butter is a main source of protein for me. These are my two back panniers, definitely not packed up with anything, so they're deflated looking. This is where I would use carabiners to attach my shoes, or one pair of shoes, and then I'm pedaling in the other. This is where I store plastic bags. You can't get plastic bags in stores in every state, so they're very valuable to me to use, reuse, and whatnot. Can't leave home without the orange fish. My daughter got that for me. Their allowance money when she was a little girl. Sorry. And she got that for me when we were on the road. And that is from another dear friend of mine. And they're just non-negotiable. They go everywhere. They're sentimental. I do carry a little medicine bag that has a few things in it, but I would like to show you how I do my deodorant. This is an entire thing of deodorant. When you get it in the plastic packaging, you know how deodorant comes, it's more packaging than it is deodorant. And if you let it get a little bit warm, you can push the deodorant down into the pill bottle and just push it in with your thumb, and you can fit a whole thing of deodorant in here, and I just use my finger to apply it. Haha, I feel really proud of that. I always make sure to carry batteries for my headlamp, and an extra plug-a-roo, and an extra cord. Using the one I have right now to charge my battery pack. Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, yeah. This guy is worth its weight in gold. I used to have to find public areas where I could charge my devices and phone, but now I plug that battery pack into this bad boy, the Big Blue solar charger. I lay this out. Let's get back and see it here. Across my back pannier, saddlebags, and plug that battery pack into it by day and try to get as much juice as I can, and then I plug my phone into it at night. Now, I wouldn't say that I cook per se. It's more like heating things up. Normally, I would not use a canister this big, but it was a gift and I was out, so that's fine. Normally, I use a half size just for weight concerns. This screws onto the top of it. You open it out, screw it on. I'm sure you guys have seen those before. And then I'm able to heat things up. This is just the bottom half of the dish, because the other half is temporarily Lily's water dish. Well, she stays up here with me. You want to say hi, Lily? Lily. Nope, too busy licking her butthole. That's all right. That's what dogs do. All right, I hope that gives you guys an idea of all the things I fit on my bike. And let me tell you, it ain't all. But I'm out there on the road for 5 or 6 months, so it makes sense to me to carry these things. What I have left out, because it's in the garage, is a floor bike pump. Because, duh, gotta have a bicycle tire pump. All right. Love you guys, and I hope that was informative.